I am becoming better. This is identity change. Identity means the way you see yourself. And the way you see yourself affects the way you live. If you see yourself as lazy, you will act lazy. If you see yourself as weak, you will avoid challenges. If you see yourself as someone who practices, you will keep showing up. Practice gives proof to your new identity. Every time you practice, you are telling yourself, "This is who I am becoming." Example: imagine someone who starts waking up early every day. At first, it is difficult, but after many days, they no longer see it as only one habit. They start thinking, "I am a disciplined person." That thought changes their identity. And when identity changes, behavior becomes easier to continue. This is why practice is not small. Every repetition is shaping your future self. Every honest effort is building self-respect. Every time you continue, you become more trustworthy to yourself. And self-trust is powerful. Because when you trust yourself, you do not need motivation every day. You know, I may be slow, but I will continue. I may struggle, but I will not abandon myself. I may fail, but I will return to practice. That is real strength. Practice slowly changes your sentence from, "I want to become," to, "I am becoming." And that change can transform your life. Lesson 10. Practice is how dreams become real. Dreams are beautiful. Dreams give hope. Dreams give direction. Dreams make life feel meaningful. But dreams alone are not enough. A dream without practice stays in your imagination. A dream with practice starts becoming real. This is the honest truth. Many people love their dreams, but they do not respect the process. They love the idea of success, but they avoid the daily work. They love the result, but they avoid repetition. They love the destination, but they do not want to walk the road. But every dream asks for practice. If you want a strong body, your dream asks for training. If you want a peaceful mind, your dream asks for self-control. If you want a better career, your dream asks for skill. If you want a better life, your dream asks for better habits. Practice is the bridge between your dream and your reality. Imagine a person who dreams of writing a book. The dream feels exciting. They imagine the cover. They imagine people reading it. They imagine success. But the book will not appear because of imagination. It will appear through daily writing. One page, one paragraph, one correction, one chapter, again and again. That is how the dream becomes real. The same is true for every dream. You must bring it into your daily life. You must give it time. You must give it effort. You must give it patience. You must give it practice. A dream says, "I want this." Practice says, "I am serious about this." A dream shows desire. Practice shows commitment. So do not only protect your dream in your mind, build it with your actions. Even if you start small, start. Even if progress is slow, continue. Even if nobody notices, practice. Because one day, your quiet practice can become the visible result people admire. My friends, the power of practice is the power of becoming. Practice is not always exciting. Practice is not always easy. Practice is not always fast. But practice is honest. It shows you what you truly want. It shows you how patient you are. It shows you how serious you are about your own life. Practice builds skill. Practice builds confidence. Practice builds patience. Practice builds discipline. Practice builds identity. Practice turns weak beginnings into strong results. So do not wait for perfect motivation. Do not wait for perfect talent. Do not wait for perfect confidence. Do not wait for the perfect time. Start with what you have. Start where you are. Start small. Start honestly. Practice when nobody is watching. Practice when progress feels slow. Practice when the beginning looks ugly. Practice when fear is still there. Practice when the result is not visible yet. Because every practice session is not only an action, it is a message to your future. It says, I am trying. I am growing. I am not giving up. I am becoming better. Lesson 11. Practice reveals how serious you really are. Many people say they want something. They say they want success. They say they want confidence. They say they want a better life. They say they want to build a dream. But words are easy. Practice is where the truth appears. Because practice asks for time. Practice asks for effort. Practice asks for patience. Practice asks for consistency. Practice asks you to show up even when nobody is praising you. That is why practice is honest. It shows the difference between a wish and a commitment. A wish says, I want this. But practice says, I am willing to work for this. Imagine someone says they want to become a great singer. They talk about it every day. They imagine the stage. They imagine fame. They imagine people clapping. But when it is time to practice voice exercises, they avoid it. They do not train. They do not repeat. They do not improve. That dream may be beautiful, but it is not serious yet. Now imagine another person. They may not talk much. They may not show off. But every day they practice their voice quietly. They correct mistakes. They learn. They repeat. They improve. That person is serious, not because they speak loudly about the dream, but because they practice for it. This is very important. Your practice shows your real priority. If something truly matters to you, you will slowly make space for it. Maybe not perfectly, maybe not for hours, but you will give it honest time. So ask yourself, what do I keep saying I want? And then ask, am I practicing for it? This question is not to hurt you. It is to wake you up, because the dream you never practice for may remain only a dream. But the dream you practice for becomes a real path. Lesson 12. Practice makes you respect the process. Many people only respect results. They respect the award. They respect the money. They respect the body. They respect the confidence. They respect the success. But they do not respect the long process behind it. They do not respect the small steps, the failed attempts, the corrections, the boring days, the quiet effort, the invisible growth. But practice teaches you that every result has a process. Nothing strong is built without time. Nothing deep is built without repetition. Nothing meaningful is built without patience. Practice changes the way you see success. You stop thinking, why is this taking so long? And you start thinking, this is building me. That is a powerful shift. Imagine a potter making a clay pot. At first, the clay has no shape. It looks messy. It looks ordinary. But the potter keeps shaping it slowly, pressing, turning, correcting, smoothing, again and again. The beautiful pot does not appear suddenly. It appears because the clay stayed in the process. Your life is also like that. Practice shapes you, sometimes slowly, sometimes painfully, sometimes quietly, but it is shaping you. So do not hate the process. Do not rush the process. Do not compare your process with someone else's result. Respect your own journey. Respect your small progress. Respect the days when you still practiced even though nobody noticed. Because the process is not wasting your time. The process is preparing you. And one day, when the result finally comes, you will understand. The practice did not only give you success, It made you strong enough to handle it. My friends, practice is not a small thing. Practice is the hidden force behind every strong person, every great skill, and every meaningful success. The world usually sees the result, but the world does not see the lonely days, the repeated effort, the silent corrections, the boring practice, the fear you faced, the patience you kept, the mistakes you learned from, the moments when you wanted to stop, but you still continued. That is where real greatness is built. Not in one lucky moment, not in one perfect day, not in one burst of motivation. Greatness is built in the quiet moments when you choose to practice again. So never think your small effort is useless. One small practice may look ordinary today, but repeated with discipline, it can change your whole life. One honest effort can become a habit. One habit can become strength. One strength can become identity. And one changed identity can create a completely new future. Remember this. Practice is not only about becoming better at something. Practice is about becoming better as a person. It teaches you patience when results are slow. It teaches you courage when fear is loud. It teaches you humility when mistakes appear. It teaches you discipline when motivation disappears. It teaches you self-respect because every time you practice, you are telling yourself, "My dream matters. My future matters. My life matters." So do not wait until you feel ready. Do not wait until fear disappears. Do not wait until life becomes easy. Start where you are. Start with what you have. Start small, but start honestly. Because the person you want to become is not created by wishing. That person is created by practice. Again and again. Day after day. Step by step. And one day, you will look back and realize something powerful. The practice you once found boring became your strength. The mistakes you once feared became your teachers. The struggle you once hated became your training. And the small steps you once ignored became the road that changed your life. So keep practicing. Practice when nobody is watching. Practice when nobody is clapping. Practice when progress is slow. Practice when your dream feels far away. Because every time you practice, you are not just repeating an action. You are building a future. You are building confidence. You are building character. You are building yourself. And the most powerful truth is this. You do not become what you wish for. You become what you practice. So choose your practice carefully. Practice courage. Practice discipline. Practice patience. Practice improvement. Practice showing up. Practice becoming the person your future self will be proud of. Because your dream is waiting on the other side of your daily practice. And every honest effort brings you one step closer.